Feels like only yesterday we were predicting the grand final result, and now we're back here again reviewing this week's games. Let's peel open the first pack of matches for the 2023, so everyone looks to find themselves fresh and in that coveted Premiership window. Arguably the match of the round, Carlton and Richmond are two sides that underperformed in 2022, and will look to bounce back in 2023. Carlton boasts not only the Brownlow winner in Cripps, but the Coleman medal in Charlie Curnow. But Richmond boasts a mix of experience and youth in their midfield. It'll be close, but I'm tipping Carlton for this one. The reigning premiers versus the team that barnstormed home in the back end of last year. The Pies have lost Grundy to Melbourne, but gained Tom Mitchell. They've also lost Ollie Henry to the Cats, who will likely face off against his old side. Geelong, however, have taken the chocolates the last three encounters, so don't be surprised if they do so again. The Roos were more heavily involved in the draft period than trade week, only picking up Griffin Logue and Darcy Tucker from Fremantle. That said, they've picked up Harry Sheasel at 3, George Wardlaw at 4, and Cooper Harvey, son of champion Roo Brent Harvey, so there's plenty of raw talent. The Eagles were a hot mess under Simpson last year, and I can't see that changing with the loss of two big attacking guns in JK to retirement and Junior Rioli poor. The Kangas should utilise the new coach blessing to get a first win under Clarko. Brisbane have two picks in the form of Will Ashcroft and Jasper Fletcher that came in under the father-son rule in the draft after they were quite busy during the period. They also managed to offset the loss of Tom Berry and Mitch Robinson by picking up Josh Dunkley and Jack Gunston along with Connor McKenna in the pre-season supplemental. Keen to burst back into the Premiership window, Port also did well in the trade period, bringing in Jason Horne-Francis from the Roos and Junior Rioli from West Coast. However, Brisbane just have it across the park, and I'm backing them to get up. Melbourne seem to be everyone's favourite to return to the big dance this year after a lacklustre 2022. Despite losing Luke Jackson amongst others to Fremantle and Majak Dor retiring, they've recruited well, picking up Brodie Grundy from Collingwood and Hunter and Shaki from the Bulldogs, their round one opponent. The Bulldogs' big acquisition came in the form of want-away forward Rory Lobb from Fremantle, however it will be difficult to offset the loss of Dunkley, Hunter, Shaki and Martin. It'll be a season of rebuild for the Doggies, and I think it'll be a first round win to the D's. Another season, another year of hope for the Gold Coast Suns, who are still yet to taste the promised land of the finals. It looks like it could be another long season, despite Anderson, Berry and Long being picked up in the draft. The Swans have picked up a wealth of talent in the draft, as well as bringing in Aaron Francis from the Bombers. And with the turnover at the Suns continuing to be high in the pre-season, expect your last year's finalists to get the win. All eyes will be on Aaron Cadman as the number one draft pick, led a recruitment drive that saw 5 picks made in the first 2 rounds in last year's draft for GWS, while Matt DeBoer has left and Tim Taranto heads to Richmond. Adelaide hardly set the world on fire in the off-season, picking up Mark Keane and Isaac Rankin. However, they picked up the handy Max McElhenney in the father-son, but despite not turning over many players, there's not much special about this Adelaide side this year. GWS should nick this one. If there was ever any indication that the Hawks were about to enter a period of rebuild, this was it. Hawthorn will be missing the services of Gunston, McAvoy, Mitchell, O'Meara, Phillips and Shields amongst others when they run out against the Bombers. That's a lot of experience and talent out of the starting lineup, and they face off against an Essendon side that will be looking to do just a little better this year and sneak into the 8. St Kilda only just missed out in the finals last year, but welcome home prodigal son Ross Lyon to the coaching box for 2023. They've retained well, and despite the loss of Dan Hannaberry and Paddy Ryder in terms of experience, they've picked up Zane Cordy from the Western Bulldogs. Fremantle have strengthened an already strong squad, but it will all come down to how well they click and how quickly they will gel. O'Meara was a star in the West in the waffle, but has failed to light up the AFL in the same way. And will Luke Jackson be the answer to their Sandiland-sized hole? I'm backing St Kilda to get the win here. Who do you think will win? What do you think of this weekend's matches? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll feature the best comments on our next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube as well if you've enjoyed this video, as well as join our tipping and AFL fantasy leagues using the methods provided. Until the next one, stay healthy people, goodbye for now.